This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description.
Hello, we are live. How are we, everyone? Welcome along to Anfield Agenda, where we'll be doing the Champions League live draw this morning for the last 16. As you can see, let's quickly go through some of the brackets. So, as you can see, Liverpool will today be facing either Galatasaray or Atletico Madrid. I think I want Atletico Madrid, and I'll explain why. If you look at that bracket, like if we get Galatasaray and we get through that game, we're guaranteed to play Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona or Chelsea. If you look at the other side, we have Newcastle and then either Chelsea or Barcelona. Look, neither of them are an easy draw, but I think I'd rather be on that side of the draw. Even beyond the quarterfinals, then you have the likes of Bodo Glimt and Leverkusen guaranteed rather than Real Madrid and Atalanta. One of Arsenal and Bayern Munich will be on either side as well, to be fair, but there's no easy draws, but I think I'd rather be on the right side of that bracket than the left. That's just my opinion on it, but please do let me know. Who would you rather get this morning? Welcome along into everyone anyway. Just looking at the chat here, we have Christina, Mark is in, Janine is in, Leon is in. I don't even have the stream on actually, to be honest, because like you can just keep me up to date in the chat really of who gets who really. Like it's not the most exciting of draws given the fact that we can only play two different teams. Like it is a bit more interesting when you have the full, like let's say the first draw where you're going to see like the 7 or 8 teams you're getting. Like it's not the most exciting of draws, but thank you very much for coming along this morning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Conor. I do the morning videos. Some people still aren't familiar with me at this point, but yeah, if this is your first time seeing me, then hello, welcome in. Morning after dark, morning Ali. There's a bit good of news this morning as well. Actually, I'm going to put a news video after the stream. Let me just get my notes up here. Sorry, I'm just getting my bits set up. Florian Wirtz, that's the interesting one this morning. The fact that he looks to still be out injured. So please let me know what you think on that one. With some worrying words from Arne Slot on that, basically saying he's not really sure when he's going to be back, which is slightly concerning. Like it was just a precautionary thing by the looks of it when he missed the last game, but it does look like he's not going to be back anytime soon, or for the next game anyway. So hopefully he's back next week, but certainly not against West Ham. Good morning, Connor. Where's George? George is sleeping very soundly in the sitting room at the moment. Yeah, she's not pestering me this morning, thankfully. The morning after dark, I want Liverpool to face Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I think I'd agree. Like on paper, Galatasaray will be an easier game, but then we've beaten Atletico Madrid this season. We haven't beaten Galatasaray this season. But then again, if you look at it either way, if we get Atleti, it's like right, we know we can beat them. We have a decent record against them overall in the last couple of years. And then if you look at Galatasaray, you're like, well, we can treat it as a revenge game. I'm sure we'll be very highly motivated to go and win that game if we do get them, given the fact that we lost against them last time. But I think ultimately I would back us to beat either of them, is what my opinion on it is. So it is just like what side of the draw you want to be on. And like I said, just going back to that image, I would certainly rather be on the right side of that draw than the left, given the calibre of guaranteed opponents. But it's like, you'd say that, but then like Bodo Glimt, like they've been such a shock this season, haven't they? Like just knocking out, I think was it Inter Milan in the last round, and then just like getting good results in the league phase as well. Like it's, like I said, there's no easy games, but I'd rather be on that side than the other side, really. Mark Lee's chat's working today. I know. I was only thinking that like, coming on here, and there's just like 100 people in the chat, and there's no chat coming through. I'm just like, right, I'm just sitting here for 20 minutes waiting for this draw to happen. But thank you all for joining me. I am glad that the chat is working as well. Spider Sit said Atletico Madrid is an easier game in my opinion. Simeone's game management has been woeful this season. Yeah, like I said, like we've beat them already this year as well, so that will give us confidence if we do get them. And like they haven't really been blowing people away, have they? Like I don't know where they actually are in La Liga at the minute. Actually, just going to have a look at that quickly. La Liga table. Yes, they currently sit fourth. 6 draws and 5 losses, 48 points. Like they're not exactly pulling up trees in the league, which look either are we to be fair, but again, I'll back us to beat either of them ultimately. Tony Marsland, I don't care who we get. We are Liverpool. We fear no one. Absolutely, Tony. To be fair, I think they won't go straight away, so I think it'll start at about 11:10. Yeah, I'd imagine that, to be fair. I said I'd just jump on early, just have a chat. Like I don't usually get a chance to come on live very often, so said I'd jump on, just have a chat with everyone, see how everyone is. I do quite enjoy the live stuff, to be fair. I think I prefer pre-recorded stuff, but it's nice to get into a bit of a rhythm of doing the live stuff occasionally as well. Like I like to step in to do the occasional watch along. I say I've stepped in. I've done one, and there was 2 other games I was originally meant to do, but then it turned out Craig was available. But yeah, it's just getting used to the live stuff. Really, I do enjoy it. But yeah, like I said, thank you for joining me this morning. It's a bit awkward if we're doing live stuff and people aren't in the chat, so thank you for joining me. Do let me know if the quality is okay as well. To be fair, for I did have to adjust the bit rate when I started the stream. It started lagging. I realised it was very high. I think it might be lagging again slightly now, but apologies. My internet isn't the best, so it's all we can do really. Ian Greenstreet, just don't talk to me about watch long start times. I can't do maths. All right. If people didn't see that on the preview, I had 12:45 written for the start instead of 1:45. Shoot me. I'm sorry. I make mistakes. You know. Quality is good. Quality is fine. Thank you for that. Thank you for the confirmation. Fritz Frank, how are we? I'm very good, thank you, Fritz Frank. How are you? Anfield review pod. Morning, Connor. Would like Galatasaray there defensively weaker. Can't say I've watched a whole lot of Galatasaray to be honest, other than the game where we got beat by them ultimately. So again, it would be nice to actually get like a bit of revenge on them if we do get them. But like I said, I'd rather get Atletico personally. Although I am sick of Atletico, like we've played them far too many times lately, and you do start to get flashbacks to Adrian when you think of Atletico Madrid, don't you? Is the actual draw at 11 or sometime after? Well, it starts at 11. I'm sure they'll do fucking God knows what. They'll bring out dance troops. They'll bring out something like it's always just bring these things and then it just drags and drags and drags and then they go right. Let's do the draw. Push a button and then it's done in like 2 seconds and the whole thing's been 40 minutes. Where is the draw, by the way? Is it on like the Champions League YouTube channel or? I don't actually have it up in front of me because like it's like we're not like it'll come through. Like I'll get on Twitter or in the chat, but I'm not sitting through looking at them doing presentations or like just high fiving each other, telling each other how great and corrupt they all are. Nessie 2125. I would hate Atletico. Slot would get all kinds of low block excuses to ever exist. That is true, to be fair. Yeah, like he will just definitely use that excuse, and he has mentioned it a lot this season. But look, again, we did beat them, so let's see if we can do that again if we do get them. Gary Egan, the King, is on. Morning, Connor. Thank you very much. On the UEFA website, cool. I might just throw it up here in the background so I can actually keep an eye on it. It probably would help if I watched the draw, wouldn't it? When I'm actually doing the watch along for the draw. I'll just make sure my sound's muted so I don't get booted off for copyright. Champions League, here we go. Cool. Yeah, I have it up in front of me now. Perfect. Thank you. Are we going to be able to watch it on your stream? No, I'm just going to sit here and have a chat and just talk through it. Like, it's not going to be much of a visual thing to see the draw, to be honest. Like, it is just going to be, I don't know if they press a button and it comes up or they're actually going to put the hands in the balls and pick out all their balls, you know? You know, just get all their balls in their hands, just like on a live stream. Good morning, Connor. Greetings from Thailand. Thailand, that's a place I've never been. I contemplated before, but I hear too many horror stories. But please let me know if you're enjoying Thailand. I see your name is the Irish Wanderer, so I'd imagine you must be traveling over there. So please do let me know if you're enjoying Thailand. I've heard good things, to be fair, but I'm just afraid of like food poisoning and stuff. Like I've heard so many horror stories of people just was having bad experiences over there, so it kind of puts me off slightly. But a place in the world I probably will get to at some point. Are you going to tell us who each team gets or only who Liverpool get? I'll go through the full draw. Like, it's not going to be a long draw. It's only like, what, 8 fixtures. Like, we can go through it all. We can have a quick chat afterwards then about who we think will come through each of them. Not to keep bringing up the same image, but like, once we have, I'll find a version of this once the draw is actually made, and we can run through quickly to see who we think will actually come through each side of the bracket. It is worth noting as well, again, I'm going to bring up the image, that if we win our next game, we will then have the home advantage in the second leg of the quarter-final as well. But if we get to the semis, it will be the bottom team has the second leg at home. Basically, the dotted lines is the fixture that will have the second leg advantage. If you see that, so like on the right, the bottom 4 basically on each side. Whoever comes through that side will have the second leg of the semi-final at home. Back into the chat. Lucas Thomas, thank you very much for the super chat. Said, appreciate the work you do, Connor. Thank you very much. I enjoy doing the videos, to be fair, and enjoy doing the live streams and stuff. So I'm glad people are enjoying them as well, which is nice. Like, it's nice that I remember the first few videos I put up, I was just so nervous, but like everyone's just so friendly and nice, and it really just it helps. It's just nice when people are supportive. So thank you very much, Lucas, for that. Michael Dunstan said, hi Connor, I love watching your videos and you're really fun. And how are you and the missus, Will? And I don't mind, we just get a win up the Reds. Me and the missus are very good, thank you very much. And like you said, yeah, just whoever we get, just as long as we win, that's the most important thing, isn't it? Tony Craig sleeping. Yeah, Craig is sleeping. Craig doesn't do AMs. Craig wakes up at about, I think, 2 or half 2 nowadays. So yeah, he will wake up to see the results of this draw. But yeah, I'm the one sitting here doing this today. So you're stuck with me for about 20 minutes or half an hour at least. Are they dragging out the stream there? Let me go back over to us. Oh yeah, here's all the random clips that no one asked for. Like, just get on with the draw. Like, you think, like, do we even need like draw ceremonies at this point? Can you not just like tweet it? Just do it, hit a button, just put it out and be done with it. Like, we don't need these big drawn out ceremonies where we're all doing interviews and handing out awards and all this nonsense. Nav Johal said, hope they get a move on. It's 3 a.m. here in Vancouver. I'm sleepy. I'd say just go to bed. Sorry, clear my throat. Gotta mute my. I'd say just go to bed, in all honesty. Like, it's not going to be that riveting. Like, we're going to get one of the 2 teams. Beyond that, it's not going to be anything too crazy. So, yeah, I'd say head to bed if you're that sleepy at 3 a.m. But thank you for joining me at such an ungodly hour. Does Craig wake up that late? Yeah, he does. Like, ever since I've known him, like, I've never known him to get up before like 2 or 3 o'clock. Like, he sleeps from like what time does he sleep? I think he said he sleeps from like 7 or 8 in the morning at times. Like, there's been times where I'd be heading to the airport or something, and I'd be up at like 5 and he's still up. And then like by the time I get to the airport, which is like a 2-hour drive, he's going to bed. Like, it's, I don't know how he does it, but look, it's just what he does, and it that's his schedule. He basically works on American time. So yeah, whatever works for him, I suppose. Wouldn't be for me though. I'm getting old. I'm 27 now, so I'm in bed by like 11:30 every night. And if I stayed up past 12 o'clock, I'd be dying the next day. So yeah, I'm the old man here. Craig's the spry young spring chicken who can stay up till 3 a.m. Did someone say, is that Claudio Ranieri doing the draw, or is this some random fella who looks like Claudio Ranieri? It's just UEFA.com for them asking about the draw. Just search Champions League draw, and I'm sure it'll come up as well. What else? Luckily for me, the draw is at 11 a.m, so I'm fully up, but quite annoying that they're dragging out with showmanship. It's always the same, isn't it? It's always the same with these things. Or I hate, like, I can't even think of what it is now, but it's like any kind of like results show for any TV show, right? Just get on with the fucking results, and just like they're bringing out fucking halftime shows in the Super Bowl, like all this nonsense. I can't be dealing with any of it, to be honest. I'm very much just get to the point. I hate all kind of like random showmanship things that just drag stuff out. Just get on with it. Wow, you're only 27. Is that a compliment or not? I did, like, how old did you think I am out of interest? Makes me feel young, to be fair, though, so thank you. I feel older. When is the draw? Well, it was meant to start 6 minutes ago, but we're still sitting here waiting for him to start, so probably in the next like 5 or 10 minutes we'll probably get some sort of movement. Bringing out some other fella now. This is riveting stuff, isn't it? Big Ranieri's on. Yeah, he's so like him, isn't he? He looks like if like Ranieri was AI generated. AI slop Ranieri. Is that Rakitic? What is? So Ivan Rakitic is now out, if anyone was wondering. You look about 24, there we go. Looking young for my age, I'll take that. Might as well read through some of the news bits while we're here, then, to be fair, while we're waiting. Like I said, I will have a news video out after the stream, but I might as well run through a few bits. Interestingly, this morning it was released that Liverpool has the highest wage bill in the Premier League. So, up until the end of last season, Liverpool had a wage bill of £428 million, which was up £42 million from the year before. And if you compare that to other teams, like Man City's is 408, Arsenal 338, and Man United 313. So like £115 million more than Man United in wages last year. Like, that is insane. Like, I know that's inflated by the fact that we had obviously the Premier League victory. There would have been a lot of bonuses handed out and stuff, but like that level, like, was 313 for United and 428 for us. Like, I don't think we pay that crazy wages when you look at it on paper. Like, if you look at Man United handing out 300 grand to X amount of players, like, we don't have that many people with very high wages, but it does seem like our wages are fairly standard at a normal rate, but then we have like huge bonuses on top, which obviously inflates it. But yeah, let me know what you think on that one. Like, the highest wage bill, again, it is inflated due to the bonuses, but yeah, very high nonetheless. Some other bits then. The overall revenue of the club increased by £89 million last year to 703, which gave us a profit after tax of £8 million, which doesn't sound like a lot when you see the big numbers, but like, most football clubs don't make a profit, so we're definitely in a good spot. What's the highest wage in a league outside of the Prem? I would think that's way, way lower. You'd have to think so, wouldn't you? Like, the Premier League is such a financial powerhouse at this point. Like, you would have to think that we dwarf any other league. Like, I don't know what likes of a. I don't know. Let's have a look. Like, Real Madrid's squad's wage bill. Likes Madrid might, but like, yeah, I'd say like likes of the Bundesliga, the average teams will be very low. Real Madrid's for last season about €307 million. What's that, like 250, 240 million pounds? Yeah, that's like a good bit less than United even. Saudi just for Ronaldo, that's a good point. I see Verts is out, the Irish Wanderer. Yeah, apparently his back injury. Let me pull that one up here. So Arna said, at this moment of time, I don't know when Flo will be back. Usually when I say that, I do know. I don't want to share it, but this time I honestly don't know. So you could look at that two ways. You could look at that as to say he might be back next week and he just doesn't want to like get ahead of himself, or it could be a longer term thing. I'd be hopeful it's the first bit where it's just like we don't want to say, oh, he's just a small injury and then it could be 3 weeks, rather than it's going to be like a 6 month thing or anything. So it's hard to know how much to panic over these things, isn't it? Right, so they're showing the draw now. I don't have any sound on, but I can see the visuals now. They're showing the brackets. So I'd imagine they're starting to give us some sort of idea of what's going on here now. Spinat Pizza said, I just came in. Has anything already happened? No, not at all. Nothing's happened yet. We're just they're going through some of the seedings and stuff now. So I'd imagine we'll go on with the draw fairly soon. Sit 1047, Connor, do you play five-a-side? I do indeed. I was playing last night. Absolutely walloped one of my ankles. I got blocked a shot. Like the hero I am, I leapt into a challenge and blocked a shot. But yeah, I'm feeling this morning. But yes, I do play five-a-side. Ian Greenstreet, if we get Madrid, we go to the bus. Colour, that's the path we get. More forever football. I wanted Juve, but Gala beat them. That was surprising, to be fair. Yeah, I thought Juventus would have enough for Galatasaray, but obviously, like, they bet us as well. Like, again, they're no team to be sniffed at. Like, they're a very good side, and so they will cause some issues. But I think over 2 legs, I would back us against both Galatasaray and Atletico Madrid, to be fair. So, right. So, who do we want it? Let's actually do a poll. I don't know why I didn't start this from the very start. Who do you want? So we go Gala or Lessie. I'm interested. I'd be on the Atletico side, but I'm completely open to being disagreed with. Nah, I kind of knew Juve would bottle it there. Rubbish recently, more for every football said. I can't say I keep up to date with Serie A too much, to be honest. Like, I'm very much a Liverpool and Premier League merchant. I don't watch a huge amount of football outside of the Premier League, which some people seem to think makes you plastic or something. But like, I don't understand that at all. Like, or I just don't have the time. Who has the time to watch that much football? Like, I take a glance at the league table and results the odd time to see who's winning each league, but like, I don't understand how people have the time to be like, yeah, Juventus play with this type of style, or like this random Dutch team does this. Like, who has the time? JCC04F said, don't want to be anywhere near PSG, Barca, Chelsea, so Atletico. That's pretty much where I'm at as well. And again, I'm going to bring up the trusty image. Um, so yeah, we're guaranteed, if on this side, if we beat Atletico, it will be Newcastle, Chelsea, or Barcelona. But on the other side, it will be PSG, Barcelona, or Chelsea. And then, like I said, likes of Bodo Glimt and Leverkusen are guaranteed on our side. And yeah, I'd rather just be on the right side. It just looks a bit more favourable if we are to get there. Like we say this as if we're going to win the Champions League, which you can never rule it out, but you wouldn't exactly be expecting us to win it, would you? Right, they're now showing the brackets for 16th time on my screen, so I'd imagine we're getting closer. Yeah, imagine if Tottenham win the Champions League. Don't be ridiculous. Spurs don't win trophies. They got one there last year, so that's another 50 or 60 years now where they will win nothing. But to be inconceivable, wouldn't it? Especially like with what's your man Igor Tudor. Like imagine the interim manager comes in and wins it. Like didn't that happen with Chelsea a couple of years ago? Actually, who was it? Was it Gus Hiddink or someone? Came in as like an interim manager and won the Champions League. Right, I think we're getting started now. Rakitic is opening his balls. He's making a Hames of opening his ball, to be fair. He's just like, now he's got it. No, has he? No, he's wiping his hands. He's trying again. No, he's still looking. Rakitic's sweaty hands can't handle his balls properly, is what we're seeing here. AI Claudio Ranieri's opened the ball for him. Right. Who's this then? First one out is Manchester City. So they've got Real Madrid. Ooh, that's interesting. So Real Madrid versus Man City is the first fixture out. So what does that mean then? So Man City are now. Does that mean Sporting Lisbon will be playing Bodo Glimt? Is that correct? Yeah, Sporting Lisbon will play, or Sporting CP, sorry, will play Bodo Glimt. So again, that makes that side of the bracket, well, I'll say easier, but so then at that side we have Newcastle, Atletico, Bodo Glimt, and Sporting. So yeah, definitely give us Atletico, lads, please. That is class, by the way. So we have Bodo Glimt or Sporting getting to the quarterfinals. That's going to be class. Right, here we go. Next draw. Chelsea. So they will play PSG. So that means Chelsea are now playing PSG, which means Barcelona will play Newcastle. Interesting. That should be an interesting tie. And Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea. I feel like they always play each other, by the way. I feel like they're the same club, like the same, like the money thing. They have like certain players go back and forth between them. They seem to always play against each other. And there we have confirmation that Barcelona will play Newcastle. I wonder how Newcastle fans feel about that one. Still feels weird seeing Newcastle in the Champions League, doesn't it? Oh, they're a big club and all, like, but to be kind of used to like me growing up, like they never would have been anywhere near Champions League quality. It's just it's good to see, I suppose. It's kind of bad how they got there, I suppose, but yeah, nice. I do like Newcastle as a club overall. Like, I think their fans are a bit crazy at times. But here we go, Liverpool Galatasaray. There we go. So we are on the tougher side of the draw. You would have to say Galatasaray as a fixture instead of Atletico Madrid probably is slightly easier, but so yeah, Liverpool will be at the left side of the draw, and we will play either Paris Saint-Germain or Chelsea in the next round. If we beat Galatasaray, of course. So that means Spurs will play Atletico Madrid, is that correct? Yes, Atletico Madrid versus Spurs. So Spurs then, They're on the right side, so they will play either Newcastle or Barcelona in the next round if they get through. I wonder, can I just put this up on screen, actually? There we go. I'll leave that there for now. Don't be flicking up and down. So far then we have PSG versus Chelsea, Galatasaray versus Liverpool, Real Madrid versus Man City, Newcastle versus Barcelona, Atletico Madrid versus Spurs, Bodo Glimt versus Sporting, and we now have Atalanta versus Bayern Munich. So Arsenal then will play Leverkusen. Interesting. The Arsenal should fancy their chances here, lads. So Arsenal will play Leverkusen, and then we'll play the winner of Bodo Glimt and Sporting. Lads are going to win the Champions League, aren't they? I can't look. No. Oh. Arsenal, jammy fuckers. That is a very favourable draw for Arsenal, isn't it? So Liverpool's potential path to the final then will be, we'll have to beat Galatasaray, then we'll have to beat the winner of Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea, and then we'll have one of Real Madrid, Man City, Atalanta or Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. Lads, that is a tough draw. That is tough. Let me see, can I find an image of the full draw I can bring up on screen. So yes, to reaffirm, Liverpool have got Galatasaray. We will be on the left side of that draw, which is not ideal, I must say. I'm not very happy with that one. So how are we feeling about that then? A lot of people saying Arsenal in the final. Good luck, Tottenham. We are cooked. Sack slot now. Right, let's try and get some positivity back. Like, it's not the worst draw. Let's take it a one game at a time. Galatasaray is not the worst draw in the world, but it is a little bit scary looking at that side of the draw we're on. We could potentially have PSG in the quarterfinals, like PSG in the Champions League. What could possibly go wrong? Right, let's see if I can find an image of this draw. Oh, I can't find one. I'm sure someone will send one to me at some point. Right, let's get back into the chat, see how we are feeling then. Real Madrid, Man City again. Yeah, they seem to be like PSG and Chelsea. They seem to always play against each other. More annoyed about Arsenal getting help again. Yeah, I know. That is a very, very, very favourable draw for them. Like, you would expect them to get to the semis out of that. And then, even beyond that, like, yeah, they have, like, what, Atletico, Spurs, Newcastle, Barcelona. You would probably expect Arsenal to get to the final out of that side, to be honest. The bottom half of the left side of the draw, that's going to be very interesting. So we have Madrid, Man City, Atalanta, Bayern Munich. So, like, who would you expect to come out of that side? Like, Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, Atalanta. You'd imagine... God, it's hard to know, isn't it? I kind of favour Bayern Munich as an outside shout to win the Champions League, to be honest. So I think I'd back Bayern Munich to come out of that side. Hopefully then we're at the other side of that semi-final. But, yeah, interesting draw, I must say. Not the easiest of draws, definitely. I'm going to say, surely could get a full image of this draw. Romano or someone surely tweeted a picture, did they? Here we go, found it. Of course airdrop wouldn't work. Why would it work? Oh, let me get a picture up on screen here for you. Yeah, no ideal draw, I must say. Here we go, found a picture. As Mark said there as well, yeah, the 10th and 11th of March and the 17th and 18th will be the dates. I'm not sure if we have confirmed which dates we are exactly. But yeah, those are the weeks of the 10th and 11th and 17th, 18th. Long time since Conor did a live video. Yeah, I think it was the United watch along back in, what was that, October? Craig was over at the game, of course, so I stepped in that day. Right, here's the full draw. So quickly to go through again: Paris, Chelsea, Galatasaray, Liverpool. The winners of those then will play the winner of Real Madrid, Man City, and Atalanta, Bayern Munich. On the right side of the draw then, Newcastle versus Barcelona, Atletico Madrid versus Spurs, Bodo Glimt versus Sporting, and Leverkusen versus Arsenal. Game days will be confirmed later, so Amazon can choose their games. That makes sense. So keep an eye on the channel. We will have that free at some point of the draw. Our home or away second leg. We will have the away leg second. So quickly just pull up that image again. Yeah, we will have the second leg in this game and the next game. So if we get to the quarter final, we will have the second leg at home. But if we get to the semi final, we will lose the home advantage at that point, and the team from the bottom half of the draw will have home advantage for the second leg. To be the best, you need to beat the best, says Keane Bennett. Yeah, 100%. Like, there's no easy games in the Champions League. Let's be real. Like, you could get likes of Bodo Glimt or Bayer Leverkusen or someone that you expect to be slightly easier, but like you can never guarantee anything. Like, I'm sure Juventus would have expected to beat Galatasaray. I'm sure Inter would have expected to beat Bodo Glimt handy. Like, you can't take anything for granted. So who knows? Maybe Leverkusen knock out Arsenal, Bodo Glimt go on to win the Champions League. You can't know. Like, let me end that poll actually. So, lads, Arsenal will bottle. That's the thing. They probably will. But on paper, you would imagine they reach at least the semis there, if not the final. But yeah, definitely a favourable draw. I'd rather be in their position than ours, to be honest. Darren Parry says, brilliant draw that. I'd have to disagree. I don't think it's been brilliant, but it's a good one for like round of 16. Having Galatasaray is not the worst draw in the world, but it's the bracket that's scaring me more than anything. That's City, Chelsea, Newcastle out, said Darren as well. Like, it's a good chance of that, to be fair. Like, I'm just gonna, sorry, I keep just flicking up down these images. I'm just taking to put this up in the corner as well. There we go, something to look at. Put it there we go. So yeah, City against Madrid. Would you expect City to get through that one? I would probably back Madrid, but then City are starting to come into form a little bit as well, so it'll be interesting to see. PSG Chelsea, I'd probably fancy PSG in that one, to be fair, so I'd imagine we will play PSG in the next round if we get through. And then Spurs Atleti, I can't call that one, to be honest. Do you reckon Spurs could do it? Like, Spurs aren't very good themselves a lot of the time, but then Atletico Madrid haven't exactly been pulling up trees either. The hopeful guy, we got the hard side. We definitely did get the hard side. That's the problem. You can never predict Real Madrid, Man City. Yeah, it's really, really a 50-50, isn't it? But like I said, I kind of gave Bayern Munich a shout a few weeks back as like an outside shout to win the Champions League, and I'm going to stick by that. Like, if it's not us, obviously, I want us to win it, but I kind of had earmarked Bayern Munich as a competitor, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get through the winner of Madrid and City into the semi-finals. So Arsenal pulled this out, but we topped it last season and pulled PSG. Make it make sense. I know, it's so disappointing, isn't it? I think we got like a bad, just bad luck really last year more than anything. Like, we were unlucky the fact that PSG finished so low. I feel like this year was probably a bit more structured as to where teams should be. Like, a team that should be finishing 20th kind of did finish 20th rather than really good teams finishing low down. So I think we just kind of got just a bit unlucky, really. Like, Arsenal got the draw that they probably expected to get, given the where they finished in the league. How far can Bodo Glimt go? That's the question, isn't it? Like, I think every one of us would have expected Inter Milan to get through that tie, but Bodo Glimt, to their credit, they've looked fantastic. Like, they've done a good job on Inter, and they've got some very good results in the league phase. So you would expect they have every chance against Sporting. So God only knows after that. Maybe they can pull off a shock against Arsenal or Bayer Leverkusen then. John Edinger said, can we hope for Real Madrid, Manchester City forever tie? It does seem like play each other every year, to be fair, doesn't it? Thank you, John, for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Arsenal walking to the semis, yeah, it does feel like that, but let's hope Bayer Leverkusen can pull something out. Like, not a bad team at all. And like I said, you can't take anything for granted in the Champions League. Bodo Glimt, UCL winner 2026. I'd take that, to be honest. If it wasn't going to be us, I would love some like random team to win it. Like, you would love to see the likes of Bodo Glimt or an Atalanta, someone like that, go on and win it if it's not going to be us. Like, you kind of get sick of the same teams winning it, wouldn't you? So like, it would be nice to see an underdog win it. Like thinking back to Mourinho's Porto that time, like just them kind of teams, like kind of the unexpected. Like, it's been a while since we had a real shock going through the system of football, seeing a big team win, or seeing a small team or smaller team, not to be disrespectful. What are the odds of Spurs, Nottingham Forest, and Palace all winning the European Cups and getting relegated? If by some unimaginable way Wolves survives, hypothetically speaking, what happen? Even as one of them things, like imagine Spurs won the Champions League and got relegated, which is it's not even out of the realms of possibility. Like neither of those things probably will happen. But could you imagine they're in the Champions League next season as the holders playing Championship football? Will Isak be back before the Gala game? I don't think so. I think the plan was kind of like late March, early April to get him like back on the pitch, but like he's not going to be fit this season. Let's be honest. Like he's not going to be 100% back to his best until at least the very end of the season. So I'd imagine it's kind of like get him back playing in maybe April, get some minutes back into his legs and put him on the path to recovery, and then he can kind of like build up for pre-season and come back fully strong next season, and then kind of just write off this season really and say he's like a new signing next year. I'm sure that's what the journalists will be going with. The schedule with Championship and Champions League would be crazy. It would, wouldn't it? I never even thought of that. Yeah, they play a stupid amount of games. But yeah, do you reckon like would players want to go to Spurs or would players leave Spurs? Like hypothetically, if they got relegated and won the Champions League, like would players still want to leave Spurs? Nobody like usually if a team goes down, the better players would jump ship. Completely hypothetical, obviously here. Christina said, I've said Bayern are streaming ahead on all fronts. If we don't win it, I think Bayern, Arsenal's luck can't last forever. Very jammy draw. That's the thing, but like, Arsenal have a good draw on paper, but would you really like put money on them not bottling it? Like, they are just like, but they are bottlers, aren't they? Let's be honest about this. Like, they look like they're bottling the league. I'm sure they will mess this up somehow as well. I'm sure they'll stroll through Leverkusen, stroll through the next game, and then they'll end up getting beaten by like Newcastle or someone in the semi somehow. I feel like they'll get a good run. They'll look like they're about to do it, and then they'll just get smashed. Or they'll get to the final against Bayern Munich and they lose like 8-0. That will be my prediction on that one. Isak coming back early April. Yeah, I think that's kind of what the plan was. Yeah, but I don't. Again, like I said, it's going to take a lot of time for him to get back up to speed. Radesh said, Connor, who do you think will win between Real and City? I really can't call it, but if I had to call it, I'd probably go with. I'm going to say City, because I think Madrid are a bit just like not very harmonious at the minute, are they? With Arbeloa at the helm. But Man City are a bit inconsistent as well, but I'd back Pep to do a job there, to be honest. Right, I'm going to call it a day there. I'm going to go record the news video, so that should be out in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Thank you very much for joining me. I really did enjoy this stream. I know it was a bit all over the place with the draw and stuff and just the wait, but thank you very much for joining me this morning. Please keep an eye out for that news video in a few minutes as well. I'll be discussing the draw and the Florian Wirtz injury and a few other bits and pieces as well, so please check that one out. Craig will be back in the afternoon with a video, and then live again this evening from 8:45, I believe, is the plan. We are then starting to watch along tomorrow at 1:45, not 12:45, as Craig said to mention. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Much love, as Craig would say. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all very